All right, so example 5 has different variables, a c and a d. That's okay, it's just like x and y, but you can use c and d. But again, they look like they have a lot going on, so we're going to clean these up. We're going to start by distributing. So I'm just going to do this work over here. We have 2c minus 4d. I just distributed that 2 equals 14 minus d. So can you guys see I just did this work over on this side. Now let's get our variables on the same side. So I'm going to add d to both sides. So I have 2c minus 3d equals 14. All right, so that one's set. Next one, got to distribute that also. 2c plus 10d equals negative 16 minus 2d. So I'm going to get the d's on the same side. And I'm going to write my answer over here. 2c plus 12d equals negative 16. All right, we are solving by substitution. This is now, that's all of our work, or prep work over there, so this is our solution. We want to solve for the loneliest variable. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any because the c's and the d's all have a number in front. So we'll just solve for whichever one seems easiest. For me, I don't know why, I'm going to solve for that c right there. So I'm going to take the equation 2c plus 12d equals negative 16. And I'm going to solve for the c. So I'm going to subtract 12d from both sides. So I have 2c equals negative 12d minus 16. Divide everything by 2. C equals negative 6d minus 8. So we solved for the c. Remember, you want c equals or d equals. So we have c equals this. And then we just take this and plug it into the equation we haven't used yet, which is going to be the top equation. And because it's c equals, it's going to go in for the c. So 2 times that, what we boxed out, the negative 6d minus 8 minus 3d equals 14. I just kept writing the equation right there. Let's go ahead and distribute. We have negative 12d minus 16 minus 3d equals 14. Combine your like terms. A negative 12d and a negative 3d is negative 15d. Minus 16 equals 14. Now we'll solve for d. Let's add 16 to both sides. Negative 15d equals 30. Divide both sides by negative 15. And we get d equal to negative 2. So now that we have one of our answers, we're going to take that negative 2 and we're going to plug it in to the box. Because d equals negative 2, c equals negative 6 times negative 2 minus 8. That's negative 12 minus 8, so c is equal to a negative 20. And did you guys catch my mistake? What is negative 6 times negative 2? Positive 12. Positive 12 minus 8 is just a 4. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our answer together as an ordered pair. Alphabetically, we'll do the c and then the d. So our c was 4 and our d was negative 2. And that's our solution. All right. Where's our other example? There it is. All right, you think we need to do anything first on these? Yeah, let's take care of this negative in front of parentheses is like a negative 1. So we're going to distribute. Negative x, negative 1 times negative y is a positive y equals 3. Let's do the same thing on the next one. Negative y plus x equals negative 2. All right, now we're going to solve for a lonely variable. Well, I see this x right here. It's positive, so let's solve for that x. So we have negative y plus x equals negative 2. I'm going to go ahead and add y to get to the other side. Remember, you want an x equals or a y equals. So I have x equals y minus 2. So I put a box around that. Now this is going to get plugged into the other equation. It's going to go in for the x because it says x equals y minus 2. See that negative right there? We need to be careful with that. So negative parentheses y minus 2 plus y equals 3. Just like we did at the beginning, that's like a negative 1 that we're going to distribute. So negative 1y is negative y. Negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2. Carry down the rest of the equation. All right, so we combine our y's. We have a negative y and a positive y. Well, negative y plus y is 0, so these actually cancel out. In substitution, you may have some examples where your variables cancel away, and you just carry down the problem. You have a 2 equals 3. Our variables are gone. That means we're not going to get an ordered pair for our solution. These are either parallel lines or maybe they are the same line. We got to figure out which one. Is 2 equal to 3? Nope, they're not equal, so this is going to be a no solution. And on a graph, all that means is that the lines are parallel, but they will never cross, which is why it's a no solution.